Hi, this is Tookie, and I'm getting ready to take a trip with my nephew, he's 12 years old, up to the Spanish Peaks here in southern Colorado. And this is basically what I'm going to pack for my trip. Down here I have my Coleman Max inflatable sleeping pad, which is awesome. You can't see it, but down in here, in this compartment, my sleeping bag is already in this compartment. My bear bell, toilet paper, a headlamp and a flashlight, a good sturdy soft shell, lightweight soft shell jacket by Red Ledge, a beanie, a tent. I had to go out and buy a tent from Walmart for 25 bucks, two person. I usually go by myself and my dog, so I usually have a small, 1 to 2 person tent that I take. But when I'm taking my nephew and my dogs, I needed a little bit bigger of a tent, and I really didn't have the money to spend at the time. So I went ahead and I bought a Ozark Trail 2-person tent. I think it's 7 by 7. Okay, these are just the little things I'm covering. Hand sanitizer, insect repellent, my dog's collapsible water bowl, gloves. In here I have a compass, and I have my GPS. I always carry a compass with my GPS because if one should fail, the other one is there. In here I have my binoculars because there's bighorn sheep up there. There's lots of wildlife to be seen, and I don't want to miss it. I have my Fiskars X7 axe, my Gerber Gator machete. This is an awesome machete, by the way. Here's my camera case, which there's a few extra batteries in there. That's for my camcorder. This is my still picture camera, which I'll be taking as well, along with my tripod. May or may not be necessary. I have my Gear Pods Backcountry, which I'm taking. It has the Gear Pods Health. If you haven't seen my review on it, go ahead and check it out. It's the Gear Pods Backcountry. You can also see a review of that at backpackgeartest.org. There's a review of that, and see their website. Really awesome thing. Don't leave home without it. I got some rope. My Fiskars saw. I really like this saw because it's trigger action. It won't open. See, it won't open unless you depress that, and then it won't close shut. As you can see there, same trigger action prevents it from closing back in on you. So I really like that little tool. I have a Fiskars. This is a pretty tough shovel. You could do some damage with that. This book will not be going with, but it's a pretty good book. I grew up around the Spanish Peaks, so I already know about where I'm going. But if you ever wanted to take a trip, this book has quite a bit of information in it about different places, wonderful places. Some I wish they would have kept secret, but such is life. And then I have my 10 Essentials kit, but instead I added WD-40 in here. I have some ibuprofen, stuff like that, some minor things in case me or the kid end up getting altitude sickness or a headache or whatever may happen. But that's my 10 Essentials. I also have some electrical tape in there for just in case, the emergency blankets and whatnot. You can check that video out at my 10 Essentials. That's basically what's in there, plus the WD-40 and the medication and even the tape. And here comes my cat, wanting to be nosy. You gonna be nosy? And then this is my Toiletries bag, which all this, and this is my snack bag, and these are my medications that I would have to take with me. But this is my snack bag. I got sunflower seeds in it, a Cliff Bar, just some odds and ends, just small odds and ends. My dog food for my dog, of course. And then I'll unpack this and show you what I'm taking along for food. Oh yeah, one more thing. change of clothes. This is a lightweight material. It leaches the moisture, wicks the moisture away from you so you don't get too hot or too cold. It's really good stuff. Under Armour makes it. This is just a rip-off of Under Armour. A long sleeve shirt, same material. Long sleeve pair of pants. A heavy duty long sleeve shirt in case it gets really cold. And long underwear. And of course, never leave home without it, the map. And you leave one of these with the people that know where you're at, so that if anything goes wrong, they can come look for you. And that's the route we'll be taking. It'll be about 4 miles to the campsite, which is number 2 there on the list, or on the paper right there. It's where we're going to camp. The next day we're going to climb up here to the West Spanish Peak, traverse back down. That's a 3-mile hike, 6-mile round trip. Have lunch and head back up to the East Peak. Hopefully we could do that in one day. If not, we can do it in 2 days. And then head on back down and see Bullseye Mine. And we're out of there. So I'll show you what foods I'm bringing. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. Well, in this case here, basically what I have, my cooking implements. In the top here I have water purification tablets. Those are always good to have with you just in case. A fairly lightweight can opener, which I may not need use of. The 10 milliliter syringe that goes with my past primitive pocket stove. My 3 spoons. And that covers the top part. In the bottom, I could probably find some up there, but you never know. So I have in here some waterproof matches and some fat wood to start my fire with. I have my past primitive pocket stove, which is probably what we're going to take with us to make our lunch when we traverse the distance between the 2 peaks, rather than, you know, come back to camp and start a new fire and everything. That's pretty lightweight, easy to carry. Hand sanitizer. It's a Dream Water, but it's not full of Dream Water anymore. It's actually full of alcohol. For the alcohol, the past primitive pocket stove, which was an alcohol burning stove. I have my fuel, my Coleman Max stove. That just folds out like such. Makes you a stove. Some more waterproof matches. And of course 2 bowls, because there's 2 of us going. Well, there was a question if there was going to actually be 3 people going, but it appears that only 2 of us will be going with the dogs. Kitties. My kitties are getting in the way. So let me put this all back together. Okay, in here, I said I have dog food. And the snacks that I'm going to be carrying on the trail, which I already showed you. Okay, this is the bag that this will fit into and hang from a tree. Got to be safe of bears, that's for sure. My canteen cup with my mug in it. And in here are just the implements for making coffee. I also have some soap in there so that I can wash my dishes. My mess kit. A cup, aluminum cup, which also has your 3/4, 1 cup, 1/2, 1/4 cup measurements on it. I should need it. Some more Cliff Bars. Some disposable silverware for my... Well, those I'm not going to take with because they're cheap. I have some trail mix, dried fruit trail mix. Because it's a kid, you can't take a kid camping without marshmallows. This stuff here is tea. What you do is you just mix it in with your tea, so if I get any water that, you know, after I boil it or after I treat it, it just doesn't, you know, because I'm not going to huck a bunch of water up, you know, up to the campsite. I'm just going to take what I can carry, and then when we run out, we're going to have to treat the water with those tablets that I have, or boil it, and sometimes if it just doesn't taste right, that's what this stuff comes in handy for, to make it taste a little better. When I packed this particular thing, I was expecting 3 people to go, but I think only 2 of us will be going, me and my nephew, the 12-year-old. This is my coffee with a sealed lid. Hopefully that dampens some of the smell for bears, you know. This, which just has coffee creamers in, still don't have to be refrigerated. This here contains salt and pepper. Corned beef hash for breakfast. Nor sopas, or tomato-based alphabet soup mix. Basically, I have 2 of them. I'll probably only need 1 now that only 2 of us will be going. Hey, 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 go take your fight over there. Ready rice, which is rice pilaf. You can cook it in the microwave or on the stove. This stuff is pretty good. Doesn't take long. It's easy to cook out on the trail. I have my tea. Hot chocolate. Kids gotta have hot chocolate. Breakfast for 2 days. I have apple cinnamon and cinnamon swirl. Sliced pears. Sliced peaches. Oats and honey bars for dessert too. Oh, this is also in case I get some nasty water. It's lemonade drink mix. It does the same thing as this iced tea stuff does. So if I want lemonade, I have lemonade. If I want iced tea, I have iced tea. Peanut butter crackers, cheddar crackers. In here is just sugar. That's all that's it is sugar. Spam. And you take some of that spam and you mix it in with this. It tastes really good. Or you could do it with, I have individually wrapped beef jerky. Yeah, I have individually wrapped beef jerky strips. And some ramen, of course. And that's about it. I'm going to repack it. So now all my stuff's repacked in the Elate 65 by Coleman Max. $70 at Walmart. Not a bad buy. And that will be what I take on my trip up to the Spanish Peaks. And I will be bringing you that video along with some others that I cover while I'm up there as well. So stay tuned. Thanks for watching. This has been Tookie Blue Eyes.